DJN TV.
Ortom says Buhari is the worst president when it comes to security. Hi guys, good morning to you, good afternoon to you, and good evening to you, depending on the location you're watching us from. A very big welcome to you. This is DJ MTV Daily News Update, your WhatsApp channel where you get the latest and the best news all around the world. If it is the first time of seeing any of our video, do take a step further, subscribe and turn on notification bell so you'll be one of the first person to get notified each time we post a new video. Let's go straight up into the main news. The governor of Benue State, Samuel Ortom, has slammed the administration of President Muhammadu Buhari, describing it as the worst when it comes to security matters in Nigeria. The governor, who spoke on media, said that he was disappointed at the way the president has handled certain critical matters in the country, especially the matters of insecurity. And in the video you're about to watch, we saw Governor Ortom saying the president is the worst president in the history of Nigeria. Let's watch the video. We'll be right back.
Mr. President has a set mind. Let me tell you, I have spoken to him personally. And his outing publicly also confirms what he told me. Mr. President believes that for peace to reign in Nigeria, there must be open grazing. There must be provision for cattle routes. There must be provision for grazing areas. And according to him, Mr. President feels that those grazing areas that were enacted, especially in the northern states, and cattle routes, those who have encroached on it, because I raised it with him, and he insisted that those who have encroached on it should be relocated. And that was why I told him that, look, we're no longer in the 50s. We're no longer in the 60s because the population have overgrown the land what we have. Land is not increasing. But today, we have over 200 million people compared to the less than 40 million we had in the 1950s. So there is no way we can talk about open grazing. In my state, for instance, there is no land for open grazing, but there is land for ranching. And this is the global best practice. If we accept this problem will be over. And that is why most of my colleagues, in fact, the entire of my colleagues, irrespective of their party affiliation from the South, accepted that, look, the way to go, it is ranching. Most of the states in the North have also accepted that, look, the way to go, it is ranching. And I have recommended to Mr. President and his handlers that, look, just like we subsidize agriculture, and provide subsidy for fertilizer and all that, we can do the same thing for herdsmen, because ranching, it can be a little bit expensive compared to open grazing. So we can actually help our herders by ensuring that we have subsidy for, in terms of water we provide, because their cattle takes a lot of water, in terms of fees that we provide. And we can devise several other ways. And I can assure you, I'm a farmer, and I know the challenges that we're talking about. I have a ranch, and I know the problems accompanying this. But at the same time, I know the potentials that we have. This is another way that we can provide millions of opportunities, millions of jobs, and also empower our people who, for now, when they cultivate rice and harvest the straw or soya beans, when they harvest the straw and all that, is wasted and it is burnt. This can be turned into feeds. That is what I use in my ranch. And I've been saying that we can do all this. But Mr. President doesn't believe that. So I was not too surprised, but I was disappointed that after the entire country is talking about ranching. You have heard what Raji said, and many other responsible Nigerians who want this to be solved. But because I think Mr. President is pushing me to think that what they say about him, that he has a hidden agenda in this country, it is true, because it is very clear that he wants to foreignize. But he is not the first person who was Fulani president. Shagari was Fulani president. Yaradua was Fulani president. They were the best president in the history. But President Buhari is the worst president when it comes to issues of security and keeping his promises. Go back and check in 2015. What did he say? Human rights issues. He talked about press freedom. He talked about the economy. He talked about corruption. He talked about security. Tell me one thing that Mr. President have achieved. He has achieved some level of development in other sectors. But truly, these prominent things that is a concern to Nigerians, and we're all worried. Tell me where Mr. President have come out to address this matter. Is this corruption? We are worst in the history of this country.
Welcome back. While the governor was reacting to the president's open grazing policy, he said, and I quote, "Mr. President is pushing me to think that what they say about him, that he has an hidden agenda in this country, is true," Ortom said, adding that because it is very clear that he wants to Fulanize, but he should realize that he is not the first Fulani president Nigeria has ever had. Alhaji Shehu Shagari was a Fulani president, Umaru Yaradua was a Fulani president, and they were the best in the history of Nigeria. But President Buhari is the worst president when it comes to issues of security and keeping his promises. Go back to 2015. What did he say about human rights issue? He talked about press freedom, about the economic corruption, security. Tell me one thing that Mr. President has achieved. He may have achieved some level of development in other sector, but these prominent things that are consigned to Nigerians and we are all worried about. Tell me when Mr. President has come out to address them. Is it corruption? We are the worst in the history of this country. Why the presidency believes that open grazing could be a solution to the lingering farmer and other clashes, Ortom believes that it will only worsen insecurity in the country. He said it was disappointing that despite the fact that most states have agreed that ranching is a better way to go in an attempt to resolve the crisis, the President Muhammadu Buhari has maintained his stance on open grazing. If Mr. President respects the law, the Land Use Act gives governor the power to preside over land administration on behalf of the people that they govern. So it is amazing, and I am surprised to hear this coming from Mr. President, as if he doesn't have an attorney general or lawyers around him to advise him. I think Mr. President was misquoted and he did it out of error. He should come out to apologize to Nigerians. His comment comes days after President Muhammadu Buhari approved recommendation of a committee to review with dispatch 368 grazing sites across 25 states in the country to determine the level of encroachment. Among other things, the committee recommended the production of map and geo-mapping, tagging of sites, analysis of findings, and report preparation, as well as design appropriate communication on grazing reserve and operation. So guys, here we have it. We've seen the governor of Benue State coming out to say that Buhari is the worst president when it comes to insecurity matters in the country, and this is evident in what has been happening since all over the country. The problem of insecurity in Nigeria is getting out of hand, and in almost a week or almost every day, people are being kidnapped, people are being killed, and people are being raped. Bandits everywhere, Boko Haram members everywhere, unknown gunmen, terrorists are just everywhere. The country is no longer safe like it used to be. This has made Governor Ortom to come out to say that Buhari is the worst president when it comes to insecurity issues. Now, he said he understands that Buhari is trying to Fulanize Nigeria. Kind of, he is a Fulani man and is trying to abate his kinsmen to be able to get land to graze their cattle. But he reminded President Muhammadu Buhari in the video we watched that he is not the only Fulani president. We have had Shehu Shagari and we have had Yaradua, and none of them did what he's doing at the moment. How can he approve 368 grazing sites he reminded him that we are not in the 50s, that it was in the 50s when we have less than 40 million persons. Then the land was still there, but right now we have over 200 million people living in Nigeria, and every state is now occupied with people who have occupied this land in order to survive. Remember that the thief people of Benue State has also come out to tell Buhari that they are ready to fight with the last drop of their blood just to secure the land in Benue State, that there is no land for open grazing, and so as other certain states have said that there's no land for open grazing. So the president coming out to say that he has approved the 368 grazing sites or grazing routes in 25 states is a way of saying that I am a dictator and I would get what I want. So guys, what do you think? Do you feel that Mr. Samuel Ortom, the governor of Benue State, is right by saying that Buhari is the worst president in Nigeria when it comes to the matter of security? Remember his campaign in 2015, all what he has promised Nigeria, none he has been able to achieve. Now, do you stand with Governor Ortom on this issue? Please drop your comment in the comment section below. Do not forget to like, share, and comment on all our videos. Do follow us on all our social media platforms, on Facebook, on YouTube, and also on Instagram. Also check us out on our website www.djmtv.news. Until we come your way next time, do not forget, this is DJ MTV Daily News Update. Thank you for watching till the end.
Yeah.
DJ MTV. DJ MTV.
People don't say no, they don't like us.
Welcome to DJ MTV.
DJ MTV. DJ MTV. DJ MTV. DJ MTV.
Some of the delegates and ask them questions.
DJ MTV. DJ MTV. DJ MTV.